Hey guys, Psycho Doggo here. We are back, and in this walkthrough, this is my 100% practice walkthrough. Man, I gotta work on that intro. But last episode we bought the tower key for 20,000 souls. So in this episode we are going to be doing that. But before we get started, I'm going to point out a couple of things moving forward. First and foremost, we can now purchase the armor set that I'm going to be purchasing and using for really the second half of this walkthrough. That is the Black Iron set. This is my personal favorite set. It is the set that I used to get through my first playthrough of Dark Souls 1, and my favorite YouTuber uses this quite a bit, so that's the set we're going to be rocking. The other thing I want to show is shield. I mentioned the Leowind shield is my favorite shield in the game, and we're going to go ahead and infuse that, make it blessed. So the way you do it, you can obviously infuse melee weapons. I showed that before, but you can also infuse shields. So the Leowind shield does that. Now, one thing about shields is you want to be very careful about infusing them. I would almost only recommend infusing them with blessing. The blessed shield obviously gives you health regen, but it does not only do that. So if you look on the right, infusing it with fire gives it increased fire defense at the expense of everything else. The only time I've ever found this to be practical is lightning defense. Take a shield with very high lightning defense and give it a lightning infusion, and you are basically immune to miracles. That's the only other reason than making a shield a blessed shield that I've seen that really makes a whole lot of sense to me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bless the Leowind shield. And I'm going to start using that instead. As you can see, the Black Knight set does cost quite a pretty penny, so about 21,500. So does cost a pretty penny, but I'm going to be buying it. I'm probably going to burn all the souls from High Lord Wolnir on that. But now we're going to go ahead and use that tower key. So you're going to want to come up to the top of Firelink. First things first, we're going to want to check this tree right here. Examine, and you'll get a seed of a giant tree. If you are invaded, you can use that seed. Open this door with tower key. So you can use that seed when an invader comes in for about 30 seconds to a minute. All of the enemies in the world will attack the invader. If you use it at the right time, it'll just kill the invader. It's not as effective as you would like, because typically an invader will just hide until it expires. It does not last forever like it did in past games. But first thing you want to do is drop down onto this platform. Drop all the way down. Then you're going to want to kick this ladder. And at this point, if you did not kill the crystal lizard that was right there, go kill it and then go talk to the birdie. But obviously we don't need to do that. But now we don't have to worry about the tree jump. We can just go up this ladder anytime we want to go trade items. So towards the end of this walkthrough, I will just spend an episode trading things with the bird so that you can see it, or alternatively you can just go and look up online what you can trade with the bird and what you get. So I'm going to come over here, take this elevator up. If you listen carefully, you can hear the door closing behind you. That is Patches showing up and messing with us once again. He dropped us to giants, and now he's locking us in here. So you're going to come up here, and you are going to grab the Firekeeper's soul. Give this to the Firekeeper, and she will be able to heal the hollowing meter. So I think it takes 10 times the number of souls for a level up, so it's really not worth it in my opinion, especially if you've already gotten 5. I think it's much easier to just not get them in the first place, but you can do it, and that is what the Firekeeper soul allows you to do. Come over here, run through Patch's dialogue. He's going to tell you that he's going to strip everything off of your corpse. Not a big deal. As you can see, it is a fall to your death. There are 2 items, one there, one there. So that item you can jump to. That item, if you jump for, you will die. But as you can see, those coffins stick out of the wall. Very easy jump on this side. If you just run and jump, you'll land on that. Almost every time, you don't have to worry about dying. This jump, much more difficult. I would say that's 50-50 whether or not I die. So prior to this jump, just go ahead and take everything off. You want to take minimal damage, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to heal. But typically, I use these major lines as markers, and I typically like to take off from this second one, the second stone. So sprint and jump, and I missed it. Oh, I didn't miss it. There you go. So yeah, that second stone works pretty well. Go ahead, pillage. You get the firekeeper set. Then heal back up before you drop any further. And then you want to drop off. And just drop off to the right. You'll survive. Lose another half of your health. Heal back up. And then run over here. Grab the Estus ring. All that does is increase the amount each Estus drink increases. Now, it does do it by a pretty considerable amount. Then you open this. This is where the Uchi Katana guy was. Right there. So, now you know. The door's now open. Also, towards the end, we're going to finish Arena's questline. And when we finish it, she's going to come in here. She's going to be sitting right here. So, that is how that portion of the game works. But now we've got to go yell at Patches for being a dick. Just run on back. We're going back upstairs. And he's not up there. In fact, he is over here. Hello, Patches. He is upset that you are alive, and now he feels bad, so you're going to want to forgive him because he is a merchant, and you like merchants. Now, granted, he got all this stuff by, killing people, but still good stuff. As you can see, we already bought that armor from, but you can still buy his armor set and some poison arrows, human pine resin. He's the only guy who sells an unlimited amount of human pine resin, and he sells black fire bombs. Very good stuff. We're going to be buying a ton of those later. He also sells red bug pellets if you're ever running low, and some members. Also alluring skulls, so cool stuff. He's a good merchant to just have around, mainly for the black fire bombs. In my experience, that's just the most used item that he only sells. So now, it's really all I had planned for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to be starting from the Catacombs of Karthus bonfire. We're going to be taking out High Lord Wolnir. Just put your stuff back on. I'm going to go prep at that bonfire. And we will take him out in the next episode. And just, if you really are just craving some grinding, go ahead and buy that next set. And my weight ratio is screwing me up. Okay. Hold on. Hold everything. My weight ratio is an absolutely unacceptable number. So I'm going to see if I can't get 5,000. I can. Excellent. Give me something. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy the helm, and I'll buy the gauntlets. Okay. I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna throw the helm on. We're good. Can I also wear the gauntlets? I cannot. It's okay. So that's why I said we're going to move vitality up to 20. Next point, the 20 vitality mixed with the Havel's ring will allow us to rock this. So now I have my favorite helm, and we are good to go. And my weight ratio is not a cursed number, so that's nice. As I said, Catacombs of Karthus bonfire is where we are starting from for the next episode. Actually, in this episode, what we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to go talk to Anri. We have enough time left to do that, just not enough time for a boss fight with all the prep that I like to do prior to a boss fight. So Anri, if you talk to Anri at this next location, after encountering Horus, or after encountering the lake that we just were at, that will cause her to go down and die. So you really don't want to do that. You want to make sure you go kill Horus, and then you want to tell her about Horus in the Smoldering Lake. If you do that, it will allow you to go ahead, continue the quest line. Otherwise, you're going to be in some trouble. So, as before, just roll past this guy. Oh, he hit me. Leave me alone. frantically run past all these guys. You're going to want to stick up to the right once we get through this room. So just, leave me alone. I'm just trying to do good things. Talk to a friend. So stick to this right path up here. You're going to follow it around on up. I always stop right here. Make sure that nothing too aggressive is following me. Alright, we are good. You're just going to come over here. Anri is still very confused, so we're going to go ahead, talk to Anri. We're going to tell Anri of Smoldering Lake. Give you the Ring of the Evil Eye. This is your last chance. If you rest at a bonfire from this point on, and Horus is still alive, after you've told Anri of Smoldering Lake, Anri's dead. So if you didn't do any of that, you could knock that bridge down right now and go kill Horus, and it'll be okay. But I would just highly recommend take care of all that stuff beforehand. Get you the Black Knight sword, and you'll be good to go. So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna boop this. It's gonna fall down. Oh, we don't have enough time for this boss fight, and I just don't like. I don't like starting away from bonfires, so I am going to go ahead and I'm going to use a Homeward Bone. So in the next episode, we will start with the run to Wolnir, and then I'll talk through Wolnir, tell you what his weaknesses are, tell you how to beat him, and then we will go ahead and knock out Wolnir in the next episode. So that's going to end this one, guys. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Starting to get my feet under me, I feel like. If there's anything I could be doing better, go ahead and let me know in the comments. But thanks a lot for watching the video, and I will see you guys next time.